Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Continuing our top 15 series, we've got something special lined up for you today. I know so many of you have been asking for a customer reviews analysis for this one. Well, we're finally doing it. But before we get into that, don't forget to check this exclusive discount for it. You can find the link in both the video description and the top comment below. Now, let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details.
Let's start with our first reviewer's experience.
This reviewer embarked on a comparative analysis of two cordless leaf blowers, differing primarily in voltage. Our reviewer tested both a 20-volt and a 40-volt model, noting significant differences in weight and air speed control. The 20-volt model, particularly when paired with a smaller battery, proved remarkably lightweight, making extended use comfortable. In contrast, the 40-volt model, even with its identical blower unit weight, became considerably heavier with its larger battery configuration, leading to noticeable arm fatigue during comparable tasks. While this client found the increased weight a drawback, it was not a decisive factor in their overall assessment. The difference in air speed control mechanisms between the two models presented a more significant point of discussion. The 20-volt blower offered a seamless, adjustable airflow control, ranging from off to maximum speed without interruption. The 40-volt model, however, utilized a 4-level system with distinct, non-adjustable settings. This client marginally preferred the smoother transition of the 20 volts control. A defining feature of the 40-volt model was a turbo button, providing a substantial boost in airflow. However, this client found the need to continuously hold down the turbo button inconvenient, suggesting a locking mechanism or integration into the existing control wheel would improve usability. While a direct comparison of maximum airflow was not definitively established, this client anecdotally perceived slightly more powerful air output from the 40-volt model at its maximum setting. The battery systems of the two blowers also differed. Our reviewer already owned a 20-volt model with the smaller battery, which they found extremely convenient due to its lightweight nature. Purchasing the 40-volt model provided this client with two additional larger batteries, an aspect they heavily valued. Though they had a chance to test the same 4Ah battery in both 20V and 40V models, the runtime of both models was not directly compared. The assessment of battery life was mainly based on the client's immediate experience and their expectation of extended use during the fall leaf clearing season. This is a core reason for purchasing the higher voltage unit. This client also noted a difference between the 4Ah batteries included with the 40-volt blower and those they already owned for other equipment, observing distinctions in the power indicator. However, this difference didn't seem to impact performance, as they functioned interchangeably across all their devices. Ultimately, despite the noted inconveniences of the 40-volt model, weight and the turbo button, this client opted to retain it. The extended battery life and the acquisition of additional larger capacity batteries proved to outweigh the drawbacks. The acquisition of additional batteries allowed for simultaneous use and charging, a crucial factor in their decision. This client expressed overall satisfaction with the versatility and performance of this brand of equipment and the expansion of their collection.
All right, let's find out what our next reviewer has to share.
This reviewer begins by expressing initial disappointment with this cordless leaf blower, a purchase influenced by positive online reviews. Our reviewer, having personally purchased the device, found the advertised performance to be misleading. While acknowledging the blower's effective mulching and blowing capabilities, this client quickly discovered a major flaw: severely limited battery life. Even with fully charged batteries, the runtime fell far short of expectations, consistently lasting only around 20 minutes, regardless of usage intensity. This short operational time proved frustrating for this client, whose backyard required more than a single battery charge to complete the leaf clearing task. Multiple attempts to address the issue, even after allowing the batteries to rest and recharge completely, yielded similar disappointing results. Attempts to use the blower's vacuum and mulching functions further exacerbated the battery drain, resulting in even shorter runtimes. The prospect of purchasing additional, costly batteries to alleviate this problem felt impractical and economically unreasonable. The initial excitement this client felt about owning a cordless blower quickly soured, leaving them deeply dissatisfied with their purchase. Frustrated with the subpar battery performance, our reviewer contacted the manufacturer's customer service. While acknowledging that customer service was friendly, this client noted difficulties initially connecting with a representative. However, following a message, a callback was received within 24 hours. The manufacturer acknowledged that the experienced short battery life was not typical and offered to send a replacement unit free of charge. The representative even provided an estimate of the expected battery runtime, significantly longer than the client's experience, indicating that the original unit was indeed defective. After receiving the replacement, this client found, unfortunately, that the battery life remained considerably shorter than advertised, despite the manufacturer's claims. However, this client continues to praise the customer service, highlighting the manufacturer's responsiveness and willingness to find a solution. This client ultimately decided to purchase additional batteries to mitigate the short battery life, noting that the manufacturer's batteries are more cost-effective when purchased with another device. This client concluded by expressing a preference for contacting the manufacturer directly for future purchases due to their positive experiences with customer support. While the core issue of limited battery life persisted, this client's opinion shifted toward a more positive view of the overall experience, largely thanks to the responsive and accommodating customer service provided by the manufacturer.
Awesome! Let's hear what our next reviewer has to share about their experience.
This reviewer begins by recounting their positive experience with a different tool from the same manufacturer, purchased several years ago. This initial interaction instilled trust in the brand's quality and longevity, particularly the impressive battery life, a factor that would later influence their purchase decision. Our reviewer's need for reliable garden tools arose from a change in lifestyle, requiring more frequent yard maintenance due to the climate and the desire for self-sufficiency. The need to import these tools added to the overall cost consideration, making the choice of a particular device more critical. Remembering the consistent quality and shared battery system of their previous purchase from this manufacturer, our reviewer opted for this cordless leaf blower. This client found the blower exceptionally powerful and maneuverable, easily clearing a significant area of dry and wet leaves on a single charge. Even when tackling the task of clearing leaves under numerous trees, the device performed flawlessly at lower speed settings, only requiring occasional bursts of turbo power. This power, however, came at the cost of battery life, with the included batteries lasting approximately 20 minutes of continuous high-speed use. This client acknowledges the blower's ample power and airflow are sufficient for their most common tasks. Nevertheless, this client feels there's room for improvement. The shorter battery life, especially when using the turbo setting, presents a significant limitation for larger properties. This reviewer suggests that a higher capacity battery would dramatically enhance the usability of the device. For their hectare-sized property, the current battery life necessitates a large number of extra battery packs to maintain uninterrupted use. The relatively short run time, while sufficient for some tasks, hinders its effectiveness for larger-scale leaf removal. Interestingly, this client highlights a less conventional use for the blower, cleaning dust from outdoor furniture, flooring, and even vehicles. The product's ability to effectively remove dust and pet hair further demonstrates its versatility. Overall, this client finds this leaf blower to be a powerful and convenient tool, but the shorter-than-ideal battery life limits its overall practicality for extensive use. A higher capacity battery would make this a truly excellent product for larger properties. That's it for this one. If you found this helpful, tap that like button and subscribe for more. Got thoughts? Questions? Let's talk in the comments. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.